What's going on, y'all? It is a rainy storm checking in. I am your cosmic root work astrologer specializing in evolutionary astrology. And I am checking in for the Pluto in Aquarius for Aries rising and the Pluto in Aquarius transiting through your 11th house. So, for those of y'all that's checking in for the first time, welcome to my humble abode. Okay, welcome to my humble abode. Y'all make sure y'all check out the links below. For personal readings, you can hit me up. I am on a barter and trade donation tip basis right now with my readings. So, yeah, definitely check me out there at that link below. I also have a podcast available as well as a membership for Patreon. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe this video as well so I can reach the people that need to get that information. And also, too, like I said, please leave those comments. I love when y'all leave me comments. Let me know how y'all feeling, what y'all thinking, how y'all want to experience this particular transit, and all those great things. Okay, and also make sure that y'all subscribe to my newsletter as well so y'all can make sure y'all get those new moon updates around every new moon and things. And so let's go ahead and jump right into it for Pluto in Aries. Now, let's talk about a little bit about the energy of Pluto. And we talk about here, and then we'll talk a little bit about Aquarius, and then we'll segue. So, when we talk about Pluto in Aquarius, right? Pluto in the energy of this cold, small planet that's the furthest away from the sun. We talk about this energy is very platonic in nature, of like this phoenix rising energy, right? It wants to demolish so it can rebuild from the ground floor. It wants to rip away at things and so it can build something back in anew, right? This is energy that can become pretty platonic in a sense of where it can become obsessive or have this wanting to harness this particular power. Not to say that it doesn't have it, but in that power, sometimes it can feel like it needs a little bit more power. And so it can be an energy where you might be trying to take the power within your hands here, which you already innately have this energy in you. Is just trying to figure out how to wield this energy. And so Pluto just wants you to go through this transformation cycle of whatever area of your life is in which for you this has to do with your friendships. This has to do with the organizations and groups. Your 11th house, it's the Aquarius house. This is your long-term dreams, hopes, goals, wishes, and things in general. And so with Aquarius, because it's so unconventional in its ideals, in its ways in which, this is humanitarian pursuits, how you want to progress humanity forward and things. With Pluto here, there could be a little riffraff, between power struggles within friendship groups and things. You could find during this transit, I'm actually just coming off of Pluto in Capricorn, which is also Saturnian ruled as well as Aquarius, and Uranian ruled Aquarius, coming out of my 11th house. And boy, I got some stories. I'm not going to share, but I got some stories for you here. You could be losing a lot of people here. You could be losing, gaining a lot of people, losing, gaining. And when I say this, I don't want to say this in a way that is daunting. I really do believe that you lose people in situations so you can make room for, people that jive with you. And when you start to shift and when you start to change, which we are in the North Node in Aries right now, it's on probably transiting your rising some point in time, you're going to start to step back into your power. You're going to start to step back into or get this idea and sense of your true nature and your true power. And so the people that are around you, I'm not saying that everybody ain't going to come, but everybody ain't going to be able to come on that bus with your Aries rising. Okay? And so you might see that there's just a bit of a rift in your friendship groups. You might find, like I said, there's these power struggles. You might even find that maybe you have to step up into leadership position and roles, and that can create some you know, dissonance in between, you know, family, or not family, but like friendship groups and things like that. The ways in which you look at your goals are going to dramatically shift in this time. And, you know, Aries kind of moves with the tides in a sense of like, you know, I'll shoot first, ask questions later. Like, I'll just go for it, ask questions later and things. And it can be impulsive in a way of which it can pivot. But when it comes to your groups and friendship groups, you know, Aquarius here sometimes can like to hold on to, you know, the people that they've made these friends, you know, with, and the people that they've known. So, you know, it's fixed energy. So sometimes it can be quite hard for Aquarius to move on. It can be hard for Aquarius to like really see things as they are and move on from those things. So I'm not saying it's going to be the easiest one. There might be a lot of exposing, because Pluto also exposes and things. There might be a little bit of exposure in the friendship groups, some betrayals in the groups and things, like people that you thought might have been this probably gonna turn out to be that and stuff. These are all just examples. Like I said, I would have to look at the individual charts to know exactly how this is going to play out for you, or could play out for you here. But this is just the generalizations of these things. You could find yourself meeting also two very powerful friendships, linking with people who are in very powerful positions. And you could also find yourself going up against people in powerful positions here. You know, I keep hearing smash the patriarchy or smash the, you know, you could find yourself being involved with groups. So it's not all doom, gloom, and betrayal, right? You could find yourself linking up with groups of people who are, for example, maybe just like, hey, I'm good on this, you know, society, and we need to make something new. We need to do something completely different, you know? And now y'all are going up against the system, for example, you know, or, you know, you have a group of people that maybe you end up starting a commune with. I don't know, just certain things like that. Beware of cults, especially with Pluto in the 11th house here. I know probably y'all who are watching this and learning astrology with me are probably like, why you already keep saying about cults? Because Aquarius rules collective groups. Pluto is the dark side of those things. Pluto is you know, Pluto is the energy that we don't always want to see. This is the energy that, you know, it could get kind of, you know, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors here. It's a secret society, especially with 11th house, secret society, secret orders, clan members, okay? So you just want to be wary of the people that you are associating with in this time. Even though Neptune is here, Neptune is not here, you can feel like you're getting manipulated and bamboozled in some of these relationships. Because, you know, Pluto also rules, it manipulates things. It can manipulate it can manipulate its energy, it can manipulate the people and situations and things around it, for better or for worse, right? And so you just want to make sure that, you know, I'm not saying that we all, because we're here to learn, we're here to experience, but just try to discern as much as you can, especially in a world where technology is going to be advanced and you're going to see things and you're going to hear things and you're going to have to discern whether those things are actually real, if they're true or not, if that person said this or not, you know, because we have voice changing. I don't know why this is coming to me right now, but voice changing. You know, shoot, we got AI right now that's making whole songs out of SpongeBob and Patrick. SpongeBob SquarePants. So, because we've accepted the terms and conditions, okay, and then privacy policies, you know, they following suit. From our faces, right, to our voices. And so you don't know you don't know what's what and you don't know who's who. So I'm just saying, just be discerning as to what is what and who is who in this time. Now you could definitely find yourself grounding yourself towards strong humanitarian pursuits. Okay? You know, when the world goes into its, as we are seeing the world turn and going deeper into its slump and slumber of a dystopian. Wait, did I say that? Oh, what? What? Did I say that? When we see the world as we see it, right, going into the plummeting that it's going into and has been for quite some time, it just was masked with icing on a shit cake. Did I say that? Yes, I did. You just might find at this time that you trying to, or just you and a collective group of people trying to organize around, you know, like I said, humanitarian pursuits, philanthropic pursuits, providing, you know, maybe providing spaces and places where people can come and organize, come and commune and gather and collect. And like I said, you could definitely see this, especially while the North Node is in Aries. As I said, it will be in the North Node will be in Aries for 2024. So you could be one of the people who start collectives, you know, or start groups and things that gear towards, you know, a bigger mission or a bigger vision and bigger purpose. But yeah, your social life is going to go through a huge change as well. I'll be interested to see exactly how that, you know, what comes of it through this particular energy. And because Saturn is in your 12th house right now in Pisces, you could find that just as much as you are, because of these things that are happening, especially within your friendship groups, it's not to say that you won't be or can't be in a space of where you are meeting new people, but you just might find yourself a little recluse, a little bit recluse, because of such said things that have happened. And now Pisces, Saturn and Pisces is going to be here for 3 years, since March of this year, 2023. And so you could just find over next year and the year after that, you could just find yourself kind of like coiling a little bit. Like I said, not fully, but just a little bit, you know. Like I said, this Pluto is a 20-year cycle. Pluto through Aquarius is a 20-year slow-moving, you know, cycle. But you could still find that these themes are very prominent in your life, and that it's something that you are grappling to get a hold of. But the thing about Pluto is you just have to kind of let things happen and allow the transformation to settle, and so you can learn the lessons here that you need to learn. I think honestly Pluto and Saturn are one of the toughest lessons. They're the toughest of me personally. I just feel like they are the toughest of the lessons, and the more you try to fight it, the more you try to like resist and go against the grain of it, the harder it's going to be, versus you just allowing things to play out and see those things for what they truly are, right? Growing pains. Okay. A lot of growing pains here with Pluto. But as these relationships are teaching you about other people, they will be also at the same breath teaching you a lot about yourself and the spaces that you've been with yourself. It's going to ask you to put on some really thick boundaries with you and other people, you know, in relation to you here with Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto and Aquarius transiting that 11th house as well. Especially when those things happen, the last thing I want to leave you with, Aries, I'm not saying that it's interesting because people believe Aries to be, not to say that Aries is not like a, you know, collective group thing, but Aries, you could definitely find Aries going at a lot of things alone. Like I believe that Aries really does enjoy their alone time to a certain degree. Like I said, I'm not trying to generalize all Aries, because all Aries All zodiac signs are not created equal, but like I said, you could just find yourself, and especially the first half of this, first couple years of this, just kind of, you know, recoiling a little bit. But do exactly what's best for you. Like I said before, y'all make sure y'all leave those comments below. I would love to hear what y'all think, what y'all feel. Make sure you visit that link so you can see what got going on, what I'm up to. Subscribe to that newsletter so I can keep in touch with y'all. And yeah, y'all already know what it is. It's a rainy sun checking in, checking out, without a doubt. Link in bio for that booking and things, and podcast and things. All right, we're gonna move on to Pisces rising, and we will conclude the Pluto and Aquarius series for the month. And I think we might be moving into sun through the houses, but we'll see. We'll see what we gonna do, and I'll let y'all know. But other than that, appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Deuces.